So the VW Taigun is one of our best of 2021. Accepting the award today is Mr. Ashish Gupta, Brand Director, Volkswagen India. Ashish, congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dhruv. I think it's an absolute honor. I think the product deserves this, and thank you to the entire team with you for recognizing this great product that we have and honoring us with this award today.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
You're watching the AutoX YouTube channel. You can also get your daily dose of all things automotive on our website, autox.com, and follow us on social media. Don't forget to check out our monthly magazine and make sure to hit the bell and subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. It's been a long journey with the India 2.0 program.
Yeah.
Have you been able to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor now that the product has finally been launched?
Yeah, there's a very famous saying, good things come to those who wait.
That's true.
So we've waited long enough. I think we've spent a lot of effort in preparing the product, first of all, and also the launch, I think, which was also well received by all of you, first of all, and the customers. So yes, it was a high that we were all prepared for. And after that, it's been about making sure that we fulfill our promises to the customers. We make sure that the deliveries happen on time in spite of the challenges that continue in the market.
Yeah.
Yes, for the first 2 weeks after the launch, it was a little bit of a lull period, I would say, where we and the team took some time off to relax. But now it's back to business as usual, and you have to start preparing for the next big things.
And from an initial feedback point of view, what features or what variants or what are people appreciating or demanding? Something that caught you by surprise?
I think more or less, I would say that the features and the package that we have provided to the customers has been well received. What the customers are absolutely loving is the driving dynamics of the car, which you also vouch for, and which is one of the big reasons for this award today. They absolutely love the power delivery of the car, the way it handles with absolutely no body roll, the layout of the cockpit, the layout of the interiors. This is something which the customers have really appreciated, and I see it talking to customers, talking to dealers on social media as well. So from that perspective, we are very happy. Yes, customers have given us some feedback in terms of what could be improved in terms of features, some interior elements, which we are working on.
And you mentioned driving dynamics. I mean, this is something we really noticed on the track.
Yeah.
You have a GT version, of course, but any chance of a even hotter, like a GTI version or a Taigun Cup car or something in the future?
So, not right now, Dhruv, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. You do take some product life cycle measures as we go along. So those plans or those ideas are on the anvil, but not in the immediate future.
And your next big product launch for India is a sedan on the same platform.
Yeah.
What is the future of the sedan segment? Is it heading towards obsolescence? Is there a chance of revival? How does that play out?
See, the people that we are appealing to in that segment especially, and I place myself in that segment as well, or in that age bracket where the car will appeal to people.
Yeah.
We have grown up looking for a buddy car.
Yeah.
That's something which I think has a lot of potential and a lot of aspiration among people still.
Yeah.
That's what the kind of audience we want to appeal with a dynamically different product. I am sure once this car comes out, it will totally redefine customers' perception on a sedan. It's that kind of a product. Yeah. So I'm pretty confident that this product will actually end up growing the segment.
So you think that the SUV trend is aspirational for a younger audience and the sedan trend is aspirational for a slightly older audience?
I wouldn't say old or young in that sense. It's about what kind of a life cycle or life stage are you in? Yes, SUV is the hottest segment and it will continue to be growing at the pace it has been. But at the same time, I do feel that if given an option, given a viable and an attractive option to the customers, there are customers who are willing to go for a sedan as well.
And from a petrol-only lineup, do you miss not having a diesel engine?
To be honest, from a sales point of view, yes. If I had diesel, I would have sold many more Tiguns and other cars that I have in my portfolio.
Yeah.
But from a very conscious decision point of view, I think we decided pretty early, maybe 3 or 4 years back, that we were not going to be in diesel, and we prepared our plans accordingly. We did our research accordingly. We could see very clearly that the trends are moving towards petrol. If you look at the segment itself and the market itself, it has moved heavily towards petrol. petrol, of course, has a sustainable future as well before you bridge into electrification. So that's I think the right strategy that we took, and the results are speaking for themselves. In fact, with the Polo and the Vento, when we withdrew from the diesel, I had an apprehension, and I was in sales at that time, that my sales would actually falter. But no, actually they picked up. Yeah, and with the Taigun, we see that the customers are absolutely loving the power delivery of the car. The advantages that a diesel offers are available in our TSI technology, both with the 1 liter and the 1.5. So I think it makes sense for us and for the customers as well.
And from an EV standpoint, what is the future for EVs for Volkswagen in India?
No, definitely EV is the future across the world, and in India, I would also say that's the future. But it's about timing. When do you have a critical mass for that segment to become viable for us? Currently, if you see, EVs are less than 1% of the market, but the growth is maybe 100% every year. So what we foresee is that in the next 5 to 6 years, 10 to 15% of the Indian market would be electrified, and that would be the time when it becomes viable for us to enter that segment, and that's where we are also right now planning on. I think our board member, Mr. Zellmer, also went on record to say that second half of the decade is when we can look at electrification in India from Volkswagen.
And looking ahead to 2022, in a sort of post-COVID, hopefully more normalized world, supplies of semiconductors hopefully also normalizing. How does that whole supply-demand mix look? Because right now it's quite skewed, high demand, low supply. What does it look like next year?
See, all the signs that I see, this situation is going to continue at least for the next 6 months into the second half, or at least for the first half of 2022. The capacity on semiconductors is not going to increase or change dramatically in such a short period. It takes time to build up those capacities. So we can be prepared for more shortages coming up in first 6 months. The hope is that in the second half, the demand and supply balances out, and we are able to supply the cars in the right amount of demand. The only hope, and I don't have a crystal ball, is that the demand continues at this level.
Well, I mean, you guys have done an amazing job in a very challenging environment over the last few years, and I hope you can sit back and enjoy the success of the Taigun. And thank you once again for being here.
Thank you so much, Dhruv, and thank you once again for the honor. Thank you.